Times, a lot of times, here's I say, I do change my ways, I change my style, I never think so much to think for fame. I always do the same. I always do the things you like. Even though I do what's on my mind, I go according to the plan, the time. Every time I go around, I do think what execution I have in mind, and then I realize I say, I'm determined to be something great in life, but sometimes I get distracted by other people around my side. But I think sometimes always focus on the main objective in life. But I do think sometimes can be strange and distracted for sometimes, 'cause sometimes people can lose faith. But I do think a lot of times, I do think life can be strange, and I do think sometimes it can be very unusual for a lot of times. And the things I like to do besides, I say, everything that goes on in my mind. I do think sometimes girls can be really shy, and I do think girls can be really nice sometimes. Next time I miss them so much when I go to bed at night. But I do things a lot of time. Girl can be really shy. Beside, I do think they can have a lovely time. And beside, I know the thing they want in life. I do think they got really lovely eyes. I do think they got a really lovely mind. I do think they got a lovely style. I do think they got a lovely wear and a lovely talk and a lovely speech. I think they got a lovely time and I do think they got a lovely smile. And I think girls can be really shy. Besides, I say what's on my mind. I said the girl look really nice. She looked at me, she looked in my eyes. And then she looked at me for the very first time. I do think she got a really lovely mind. I do think she got a really lovely smile. I do think she got a really lovely task. I really think she got a really lovely ass. And I say, girl, you look so nice all the time. Then I realize how much you mean to me in my life. But I do think sometimes I need to apologize for the thing I wrong done do in her times. I say, girl, I really miss you sometimes. I really think you could be mine. I never think so much at times. I realize the things I always wanna do sometimes. The things I want to do at night. I realize, girl, I look so nice at times. And then I say much. I go to my bed, I close my eyes, I wake up in the night. Then I think something is wrong, but sometimes you can be misunderstood because life is a game and life could be a plan. But never think that much, so much about things that doesn't make much sense at all. But I realize things can be so good, and a lot of times it can be a lot of different stress around you, and things can be the same. And nevertheless, I can realize what goes on in my mind. I look at the time, I look outside, I can see the moonlight. I say, girl, we got a long day ahead of us, but you don't need to stress your mind. I realize the things I want in life. And beside, I think you're a brilliant girl at most time. I do think you got a lovely mind. I do think you got a lovely smile. I do think you got a lovely task. I don't think you got a lovely ass. But girl, you look so nice all the time. Beside, you go on in my mind. You drive me wild. I do think you got a lovely team. And a lovely team I would like to be joined. But the truth remains, I need to have a bit of shame. Not all the girls you see I must feel the same. But girl, I can't help my mind because you always drive me wild. And beside, I do think you got really lovely mind and really think about you all the time. And that's the reason why, baby, have a lovely night beside.